What's going on, everybody? It is another episode of the Fulcrum Report. Fulcrum Report, episode 11.
Yeah.
So, real quick, before we get started on the Fulcrum Report, if you would please drop a like below, subscribe to our channel, comment below. We love Star Wars just as much as you guys, and we love talking with you guys. Definitely bringing you in a whole bunch more. And hit the bell notification so you know when the videos come out. So without further ado, I am your humble co-host and co-director, Sebastian. You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. Over in the left corner, we have my co-host and editor, Gilbert. What's going on, Gilbert?
What's up, guys? Glad to be here for episode 11.
And right over in the other corner, we have Marshall, Machinima Man. What's going on, Marshall? Season 1 champion.
Season 1 champion returning to Kick-Ass Season 2.
Right on. We have a cool quiz question this week, and hopefully I could keep coming up with cool ones. So, and then also, just so you guys know, for the quiz questions, when the episode airs, I'm gonna post. You got 7 days to vote for who you guys. You know, sometimes I may not be fair. Maybe sometimes I'm just in a bad mood and I vote for the wrong person. So I'll give you guys the chance to vote on Twitter and give everybody an extra point. So. Right on. And we have the I don't even know what to call you, Daniel, the founder himself, Daniel. What's going on, Daniel?
What's up, guys? It's good to be back on the show. It's for start of season 2, apparently. Was not aware of that.
Yeah. I guess that's how we're at least for the quiz questions we got a new season of that rolling on, but yeah. So thank you so much for being on, though, Daniel.
Yeah, no problem. It's good to be back.
Right on. Real quick, let's get our question out of the way for the week that we're gonna answer at the end of the episode. Since we're getting Donald Faison in Star Wars, what's his name? Dash Faison or Hype Faison, right?
Yeah, Hype Faison.
Cool. Dave Filoni created him. I want you guys to create a Star Wars character specifically for an actor or actress. So, yeah, and come up with a good name too, and we'll get some bonus points. So, I'm excited for this one.
Yeah, me too.
Right. So, let's talk some Star Wars. Bob Iger, the what is he, the CEO of Disney, or he's kind of over. He's basically in charge of running the movies and kind of when they come out and all that good stuff. That he was in an interview this week, and he talked about how they're going to be putting Star Wars not on hold, but they're going to be taking a break from Star Wars, not having it every single year. And we're still going to get Resistance. We're still going to get the live action series, so maybe that'll fill some of the gaps. But that's where this is going. I'm going to start it off with Gilbert. And then we'll go to Marshall and then Daniel. But Gilbert, what are you thinking about this? Is this a good thing for Star Wars to take a break?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I'm really relieved about that because, I mean, you know, if they just keep on pumping out a Star Wars movie every like 6 months or every year, it's just going to kind of water down the experience. It's not going to be as fun, you know. Like what made episode 7 so hyped and so have so much anticipation was the fact that it took like a whole 20 years to make it.
Absolutely. No, I agree with you because stepping into episode 7, I was pumped. It'd been 10 years since I saw a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then Rogue One I was still actually pretty pumped for, surprisingly. Last Jedi I was pumped for. Solo was the first time. I guess maybe that was too close together. That was the first time I was like sitting in the cinema and just kind of like, like I'm ready for this, but like I don't know, the magic wasn't there that time. So I totally feel you on that. Marshall, what are you thinking? Are you happy about this? Or are you just heartbroken? Do you want Star Wars movies every 3 months like Marvel's doing?
No, I'm actually really happy that they've decided to do this because, as Gilbert said, once it's watered down, it kind of ruins the experience. So stretching them out a bit more, I think, is the right choice.
Gotcha. It's the saddest thing as a Star Wars fan to actually feel like, and huge Star Wars fans, I mean, we talk about this stuff, and I know we bash Star Wars a lot, but that's because we love it so much, we're nitpicking it to death, because we can't stop talking about, you know, the good stuff. But did Star Wars fatigue set in a little bit during this Disney era for you, and when?
Probably after Rogue One, I'd
Rogue
say. Yeah, I was super excited that all these new films were coming out, but then after Rogue One, I was kind of like, yeah, maybe it's getting a bit too much now. And
Gotcha.
then the excitement completely died after like The Last Jedi and Solo.
Yeah. Okay, so real quick, what was it about Rogue One that was like that wore you down, or when you made it to The Last Jedi that you were worn down?
I really enjoyed Rogue One. I don't think a lot of people really liked it as much as I did.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
one of
was,
my favorites actually. I thought it was pretty badass.
yeah, it's got to be like probably my second favorite Star Wars film. And then The Last Jedi was a bit disappointing, and it just felt rushed. Like, and the excitement for something new coming out just kind of died a bit.
Now, I don't know if you feel me on this. What did help a bit for my hype for The Last Jedi was that it was 2 years ago. You know what I mean? They put Rogue One in the middle, so even though I did get a Star Wars movie, it felt like different. It was the first solo Star Wars movie to like do their own thing. So, but I don't know if did you feel that same way, or were you at least happy that they're staggering them?
I thought the story of Rogue One was really interesting because it was mentioned in I think it was A New Hope, like Rogue 2, but we never actually knew what happened to Rogue One. So it really filled out all that, but I really didn't feel like we needed a backstory for Han Solo. So that's
Yeah.
the difference between Rogue One and Solo for me.
I think I agree with you. And even if we didn't need that Rogue One, they made it seem like we needed it a bit more than like Han
Yeah,
Solo. It was like nostalgia fest, you know?
exactly, yeah. No one asked for a Han Solo film, but Rogue One was a film we didn't know we wanted until it came out.
I agree with you on that one. Daniel, where are you at with this? Are you sad Star Wars is maybe gonna who knows? Maybe they're not too big of a breaks. Maybe they're just every 2 years or every 3 years like it used to be. Three would be a little bit harder actually for me, but where are you on it? Are you bummed?
For myself, like, yeah, I like the idea of having maybe one Star Wars movie like once every 2 years or so, but I'm not sure, like, because I I'm always hyped for the Marvel stuff. It's like every 6 months, and I don't know exactly why that's not the same with Star Wars, but for some reason it is. But yeah, I think that's a good idea to kind of slow down, and we have the TV shows and everything, kind of make it more of an event.
Gotcha. Do you think that maybe that you were feeling that way because maybe the quality's dropping? Are you with the Marvel movies? Yeah, like you said, I can see they can if they really wanted to, I could go see them like every 2 months. Like I really don't get sick of them, and like just new cool stories. Star Wars, are they just not doing cool enough stories? Are they not different enough? I don't. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of feeling the same thing, and I don't know why. Why do you think we're kind of getting tired of them so fast?
I don't know. I mean, I really liked Rogue One. That's probably my favorite of the new Disney ones. And then
Yeah.
I was really hyped for The Last Jedi, but I mean, I was kind of let down just because of Luke and stuff. And then I was just like, we'll see how Solo is. I'm not really expecting anything much out of it, but whatever, I'll watch it. It's cool. And I liked it, but it wasn't like Rogue One level or anything.
Yeah, stepping out of Rogue One, I was like, that was so cool. And the space battles in Rogue One, I mean, I wasn't even excited for any of that. They didn't show any of that, and the space battles, I think, were some of the coolest space battles in Star Wars. I don't know. I think that's what it is. Do you think if we all enjoyed The Last Jedi and it was the movie we wrote in our heads, do you think that we wouldn't be having this convo right now, or do you think Last Jedi was kind of the first?
Yeah, no, it's possible. I mean, that movie was really divisive and everything, so could be why people are kind of feeling this way.
What are you feeling, Marshall? Or is that kind of, are you going the same way with that? Is that kind of when your Star Wars was, a little bit like tainted, or?
Yeah, when I think of The Last Jedi, I always think like the negativity that was around it, and it's like a bad thought. If you get what I mean, like it divided people so badly. There was thousands of YouTube videos just arguing and, going off at people on Twitter and all that stuff. And I don't think of the film when I think of The Last Jedi. I just think of all that other crap that happened after it.
Yeah, to be honest, if I go sit down and watch Last Jedi after this, it has my full caps. I'm fully captivated the entire time. I'm entertained. It's not like a horrible movie, but I think when I was in theaters seeing it, I had expectations, and I really found myself the entire time going like, what? Like the entire time. So Star Wars, we're gonna take a break. We don't know 100% what they're doing. Now, are you guys cool if stuff is still going on with the streaming, the animated series? I still need my Star Wars fix. I think I'm okay just taking a break from the movies, but I still need my Star Wars. Are you guys the same with me?
I mean, we still got Clone Wars on the horizon, so I'm looking forward to that. Like, I'm never gonna not want to see that.
Yeah, we have Clone Wars. There's Resistance. There's a live action show. So even if there's stuff on the small screens, Marshall, are you cool with that, or do you need a Star Wars something all the time, or are you okay with the dark times?
No, I completely don't mind like a break from the big films, and I think focusing on the TV stuff, especially the live action one, I'm really excited for. I think it's the right choice just to do the little ones, the little shows, the animations, and all that stuff for a while.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't want it to go away. I don't want Star Wars to go away. I absolutely don't. That's what we talk about every single week. And I don't want it. I need constant inundation, but maybe not on a grand movie scale. Are you
exactly? Yeah.
Are you with? Yeah. Okay. Cool. What about you, Daniel? Are you with me on that one?
Yeah, I pretty much agree. I mean, I'm excited for whatever animated stuff they have. Like, a lot of people seem to be down on Resistance, but I mean, I'll give it a shot. And yeah, I'm really excited to see what the live action TV show is going to be.
Yeah, I'm super pumped for that. Let's go on to our next topic. We're not going to talk a whole bunch about it, but Captain Marvel trailer came out. When we talked about it last episode, we just had some images to work off of. So starting with Gilbert, we got a trailer now. We're not just looking at pictures. Where's your state of mind now with Captain Marvel?
Well, first of all, I was totally right. It's a Skrull movie, so with the whole that scene where she's punching the old lady. I mean, clearly it's going to be about the Skrulls. So gotcha. I feel very vindicated about that. But
I'm kind of hoping that that's not a Skrull and that she actually decks
I
an
was
old
just
woman.
about to say, yeah. I hope it's a twist and it's actually an old lady and she doesn't realize.
Oh, that'd be so bad. But I mean, I could see that happening.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm happy about that. And then, honestly, now that we know it's going to be about the Skrulls invading Earth, I'm thinking that maybe the fact that Ronan's there, maybe it's going to be kind of like a twist that he's not a bad guy. Maybe it's him before he was a bad guy. Like he's going to be on the team of Captain Marvel.
Yeah, there is that image of them meeting. Even if he's not a bad guy, he's a Kree. He could absolutely be an enemy to the Skrull at least, and maybe we can have some sort of alliance or something for sure. I'm psyched for that. Yeah. And then also, if making a good guy too, we can have a little. I imagine him having a bit more screen time, or it working a bit more than him being a villain, and just being a bad guy again.
Yeah, I mean, it's set 20 years in the away from Guardians of the Galaxy. I mean, a lot can happen in 20 years.
Yeah, in 20 years, I could be a villain. You know what I mean? So like, you never know. So yeah, that's plenty of time to have him with an entirely different status quo. So I'm totally digging that idea, Gilbert. Marshall, have you checked out the Captain Marvel trailer and what's popping out new to you? What are you psyched for?
Yeah, I'm excited to see the Skrulls and to see Captain Marvel come into her powers. But I'm kind of excited to see her beforehand, like when she's a pilot and stuff like that. I think that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, so real quick, if you want to like elaborate a little bit, what do you think's going on with the story? Do you think the story's going to start with her already as Captain Marvel, at least in the green suit, and then they're going to kind of backtrack a little bit with her origin? How do you think the movie's going to roll?
Yeah, I can see it happening as like not starting off before she's Captain Marvel, but rather in like maybe flashbacks or jumping between her in the present and then her former self in the past, and then ending when she gets that mask.
Gotcha. And then, yeah, she gets the mask. It seems as if... I hope she gets the mask with the red suit. I haven't seen the mask with the red suit. We saw the mask with the green suit, but if it's the same suit... Daniel, did you get a chance to check out the Captain Marvel trailer? And yeah, it seems like everybody's super psyched for the scrolls. Are there some other elements that are getting you more pumped for the movie?
Oh yeah. I was surprised to see, it looks like Samuel Jackson DH is going to be like a pretty big part of it, and I mean he looks great. I mean he sounds younger too for like the way he's talking. I don't know how they do that.
Actually, that's
like,
good that you pointed that out. I totally haven't thought about that.
Yeah, like he actually sounds younger, so I'm like really excited for that, and to see Coulson, Coulson,
and his CGI'd hairline.
Yeah,
man, I wish I had that.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm wondering as like an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. fan if they're gonna kind of tie in a little bit of that, like with Project Tahiti or anything. I mean, you know, the movies have never referenced really cool. The TV shows really, but maybe they will. I don't know, I'm always holding out for that.
Is anybody here afraid that it might look wonky? It's the entire movie that Samuel Jackson. It's not like Rogue One where we get to see these guys for a few seconds. It looks like he's going to be a big part. Are there any fears that it's going to look wonky?
No, I think they got it. I mean, between in I think it was Civil War that they did a young Tony Stark. In this now they're doing a young Samuel Jackson, and I think there was one other that I think I can think of that I'm not sure which one, but yeah, I mean I think they're doing pretty good.
Yeah. What was the other one that looked a little funky to me? Tony Stark looked a little funky to me, and I guess it's just because they had to put him on a younger body. He looked a little funky, but the other one,
Michael Douglas.
Michael Douglas a bit in the first one. Yeah, in the first one a teeny bit. Jack Sparrow from Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't know if you guys saw Pirates 5.
Okay, well, I mean,
is where
Captain
I'm getting
America
at.
in the first Avenger. When they put Chris Evans' face on that like really skinny short body.
I mean, actually, that wasn't that bad. It looked a little weird because his head was a little too big, but still, though, I mean, it really wasn't that bad.
Especially if we step back to 2011, that was great for 2011, and my brain wasn't as much like questioning as at 7 years later. You know, yeah. Now we're really spoiled with our 4K and our liquid,
special
screens.
features.
Yeah. So we're really spoiled nowadays, but I remember really not noticing that too much back when I saw Captain America the First Avenger. So hopefully it's not extremely noticeable. Everybody looks pretty good, and then they're not like superimposing heads on bodies. It's not like we have a skinny ass Coulson, so so it seems like we're all pretty pumped for Captain Marvel. We didn't see a whole bunch, but normally trailer number 2, or this was the teaser or whatever, but trailer number 2 will kind of give us the story. We're gonna have a whole bunch to talk about, and then always that end stinger, the one that'll we got with Captain America Civil War, we had that Spider-Man end stinger, and we always so hopefully we'll get some cool fun stuff to talk about. Real quick, what's going on with Jude Law? Is he Captain Marvel or is he not? A lot of people are saying maybe not. Starting with Gilbert. Marvel, yeah. Daniel, we'll start with you since you said something. Is he Marvel? Is he a different character? I'm hearing some rumors that he might be a different bad guy. And in one scene of that trailer, you can see her fighting. It basically, I can almost guarantee it's going to be him.
The blurred out guy.
Who is he?
Yeah.
It looks like him. Like it looked like the same body type. It looked like it was a human, I believe, because the other people on her team seem to be. They seem to be like Kree blue skin for the most part. So are you thinking he's going to turn? Is that did we wreck the movie for ourselves already? Did they wreck the movie for us?
Maybe. Yeah, I think well, I don't know anything. I haven't read any of the comics, so I just know from what I read online. But yeah, I think it could be like Jan Rog or whatever.
There you go. Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking of, Jan Rog. Gilbert, is our expectations going to be subverted? Are we going to think he's a bad guy and he's going to turn good, or what's going on?
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I honestly wouldn't. It feels kind of like they're going like a Green Lantern kind of way, with the whole he's gonna be a good guy until the end, and then he's gonna be a bad guy,
Like
and
a
like
Baron Mordo kind of deal.
Yeah, exactly. And like the last like 20 minutes of the movie, maybe she'll fight him or something. But I don't know. I don't think he's gonna be like the main bad guy. And it might be that he's actually because it's a Skrull movie. Maybe it turns out that he's actually a Skrull or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we gotta stop we gotta stop wrecking the movie because I think we're figuring it out.
Yeah.
Marshall,
Too clever for you, Marvel.
why don't you wreck some of the movie? What are you thinking? Is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Where are we going with this? Is Marvel a little too easy to give some of this stuff away?
No, I think they're clever, and I think the Skrull idea is really good because now we're guessing who's a Skrull, who isn't a Skrull. So I think literally anything can happen, and it's quite exciting.
Yeah, no, I'm totally psyched, and especially if this story, it's way back in time. I'm hoping it bleeds through the soil of the MCU, and now it makes us question who was Skrull the entire time. I'm hoping we're gonna get something like that. So yeah, going into Phase 4, maybe the entire Phase 4, we're on TV shows even, and all that kind of stuff. We're questioning what's going on, who's a Skrull. I think that would be a really nice, like, overarching, have friends suspecting other friends.
Like, maybe Coulson actually did die, and then a Skrull replaced him.
Oh, dude, that'd be crazy.
Yeah, and that's a good reason to bring him back, I guess. Maybe
the real Coulson's locked up somewhere, and that was the Skrull that they were... He did have Kree blood injected to him. I don't want to... Okay, we got to be careful. We're going to move on before we have to...
Spoilers!
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, we got to move on before we start questioning our lives and everything. And our existence. So, I did want to talk a couple minutes about the... We heard a teeny bit of rumors, and I think there's some validity to them, actually. The new Marvel series or Disney streaming service, they said that it looks like there's going to be a Loki, like, one-season show, just kind of like a one-shot series, and then also a Scarlet Witch series, and it's kind of their initiative to have big character TV shows. They only look like they're going to be one season for the most part, but that way they can get Tom Hiddleston on for, get these big guys in there. I know you had Carl Urban on that one show on Fox, so it's not hard to get these big guys into these little shows. Are you guys digging that idea? Are you wanting to more? Are you wanting to hear different characters? Are you digging Loki? Are you digging Scarlet Witch? Let's start with Daniel.
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. And my ideal scenario would be for, like, all the Marvel TV to kind of come together under, Disney, so that thered be more crossover potential. But yeah, I'm excited to see more of, especially Scarlet Witch, like, see more what she's about. And
so here's my question for you.
Yeah.
And they just released like the MCU visual dictionary, and which talked about a whole bunch of little details. A whole bunch of people are pointing out that specifically Scarlet Witches says that whether the Mind Stones gave her powers or whether it unlocked something deep within her. I think they're setting up something with the mutants. And do you think that possibly a Scarlet Witch show would be maybe like the first steps towards mutants in the MCU?
Well, I don't think that would be the first step. I actually,
or maybe a way to ease us into it.
Yeah. Well, maybe. They're talking about making an Eternals movie.
Yeah, they even got a director, so that looks serious too.
Yeah, and from what I've read, just on Reddit, that's like they're the race that kind of created mutants. So maybe that's the way they're gonna do it.
Okay, I dig it. Marshall, what are you thinking with this?
Bit of an unusual picks, I think, especially Scarlet Witch. But yeah, I'm really excited to see these big actors come back as well, because Loki is, spoiler, dead. So
I think, yeah, and I think he's dead as a doornail. You can't kill him 3 times because there's that theory that, oh, he's posing as the Hulk. And I'm like, can't we just give him a death finally? And he got an honorable death. Like, just let him die already.
yeah, because he did die in like the first 5 minutes of the film, and I was like, oh, I kind of wanted to see more. So I get my wish with the TV show, I guess.
Okay, cool. So we got that. Let's see. Let's talk about something that actually I'm kind of super pumped for. This is like my guilty pleasure. The brand new Transformer trailer. I think it's a overseas trailer, but we got a 15-second little teaser. Coolest thing in the whole trailer. We get G1 Optimus Prime, G1 Soundwave. I'm pumped. I am hoping that they're going more in this direction. I guess this isn't a reboot, so it's weird that everybody looks cooler now, than they did in the first movie. But I want to talk about it. I'm super pumped for this, and I hope this is a great direction for Transformers and the Transformers, cinematic universe. Let's start with Gilbert.
Well, I mean, I love Generation 1 Transformers. It's just like I'm just as pumped as you are. Like that looked awesome to me. And so with that, I'm hoping we get also, like Generation 1 Bumblebee, and I'm talking like, like the little VW bug Bumblebee, and that because that's my favorite.
Yeah, no, we are, and he
kind.
looks great. Yeah,
dude, that
Soundwave. I mean, come on.
Like Soundwave, Shockwave, freaking Starscream. Like I want all of those, and I'm like, yeah, that looking at this, it looks like that's exactly what we're gonna get, and I can't wait.
My biggest hope is that I'm praying this is a reboot because this looks great, and I don't want it to disappear when they inevitably reboot the series or do whatever the hell. The continuity is really like weird, so I'm hoping this is a reboot because it looks like a great start for Transformers. If so,
you know what, reboot or brand new movie or continuing to like a sequel or whatever, as long as they keep Mark Wahlberg away from it, I don't care.
Right on. Yeah, no more. Yeah, no more Mark Wahlberg Transformers and Michael Bay. Michael Bay needs to stay away as well.
Yeah, that too. No more of that.
And Skrillex.
Enough of that crap.
Marshall, are you psyched for the G1 Transformers? Are you Transformer guy at all, or are we just like totally men child?
I'm disappointed to say that the only Transformers I've seen are the Michael Bay films.
Yeah. So you've seen them all?
Apart from the last one, was it the Last Night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I never grew up with Transformers or the shows or anything like that, so I haven't really got much experience.
Gotcha. So, as a Transformer fan, we're all psyched for this classic stuff coming back. And I'm letting you know right now that's where the good stuff is. Is that getting you more pumped for Transformers? If that was a little bit sour, this is where the cool stuff is coming. If it's written well, are you psyched for that?
Yeah, I didn't really like the Michael Bay films, so maybe this will start some new love for Transformers for me, because those low-res screenshots you shared, they're already better than all the Michael Bay films. Right. Anyway, so
sorry, those are the only ones I could send over Discord. I was trying to send better ones, and they're like, nope. So I'm like, here you go, low res.
It looks like you took them on the set of the film.
I was actually on the set of. Yeah, no, we go all out for the Fulcrum Report, and I caught the Optimus Prime hologram. Yeah, no. That was all real. Those are all It's the first fully practical Transformer movies. I didn't know if you guys knew that.
Yeah, they're just painted cardboard boxes. There's no CGI there.
Yeah. Daniel, are you where are you at with Transformers, and what are you getting pumped for? Are you not, or are you just totally not?
Yeah, I'm not the I'm not the guy to ask about Transformers. I kind of checked out after like the third movie. And,
did the movies wreck? Were you a Transformers fan? The movies ruined it, and do you think this could maybe get you back, or are you just kind of over it?
Yeah, no, I mean, I liked like some of the cartoons, like Beast Wars back in the day, but so yeah, I mean, I know Michael Bay's not in it anymore, so I'm gonna check out this Bumblebees, but I haven't seen that teaser yet that you just shared, so I'm gonna check that out.
Yeah, and I agree with Gilbert about keeping Mark Wahlberg away from it, he ruined it even more.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And the weird storyline with his daughter going out with like an older guy, I was just like,
That was totally like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
like,
Yeah.
I'm here to see giant robots punch each other. I just do not care about your daughter's relationship, you know.
It was really funky. Yeah, no more him. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're done with the Transformers. Well, hopefully Bumblebee looks like it's actually going to be a genuinely good movie, so I'm pumped for that. It looks like a lot of cool emotion in that, so I'm pumped. Real quick, let's Marshall, you said you finished a couple games this week. Let's do a couple minutes on some cool game stuff and what we're psyched for in the world of games.
Yeah, I
I'm
went
gonna
to
say games one more time because I'm said games so much.
Yeah, I went to an event here in the UK called EGX, where they show off all the new upcoming games. I got to play the new Division 2, the new Metro Exodus. What else did I play? I played Titanic VR, which is actually really interesting.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Like
Were you on the edge of the ship and everything?
Yeah, so it's like a 6-hour story. You start on the Titanic, and then obviously it sinks, and then you go further in time, and then you explore the wreckage in VR in like a little submarine. But then you can also get like an exosuit, so you can exit the submarine and then go explore the inside of the Titanic. And
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
really, really cool.
I was gonna say, do you end up on the big door?
Yeah, you sit down as Jack.
No, this is all like factual stuff. So no door, no Jack, no Rose.
Oh,
Okay, yeah. No, I was asking. Yeah, I was hoping you got to role play as Rose for a moment.
Yeah, maybe in the DLC.
In the DLC.
Yeah.
I want to put my handprints on the windows and like mess with that with the VR, just like draw stuff on the windows.
Maybe in the DLC, Seb.
That'd be cool. Smiley face or whatever. So you got to do that. What were the other two you mentioned?
The Division 2 and Metro Exodus.
Cool. So Division 2, are you feeling some hope with that? I know that it's very mixed reaction on that. It's on Xbox Game Pass, and I'm definitely going to go check it out before the second one. But is it total upgrade? Is it the same shit?
Well, we were playing it on the Xbox One X, which is I usually play on PC, but even on the One X, we were playing it at I think it's 1080p. I don't know if the Xbox One could do either 1080p or 4K like the PS4 Pro. But there was a lot of stuttering and lag and glitching and everything. And this was just like a demo for an event.
Oh, that's really bad news actually to hear that. Yeah. So they put this thing out, and so we're getting negative responses from this then. And
this was on an Xbox, not like an unoptimized PC or whatever. So yeah, bit weird.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully they get that fixed by launch. And then since I'm gonna dig into the first one a little bit. But if there's bad reviews on that, I'm not touching it. Yeah. So thank you for warning me on that. Yeah. Gilbert, are you pumped for anything in the gaming world? There's constantly stuff. I mean, Smash Brothers is constantly talked about stuff, and I'm real psyched for what is that, Mario Party for the Switch, and we got Pokemon Go coming out. There's some little Odyssey. There's all kinds of little stuff coming out. What are you pumped for Christmas? What are you asking for Christmas?
Well, for what I'm pumped for is Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Definitely that, because that just looks cool. Like the combat, like the whole like open world combat, and how you don't have to be confined to just fighting like one or two dudes. Like you could do like big scale battles. That's really cool. And what I've been playing recently, like a game it's not necessarily new. It came out like a year ago or so. Is Bendy and the Ink Machine. And that's like, it's kind of like
gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like what it's imagine if you had like Kingdom Hearts or like Epic Mickey mixed with Dead Space. It's really crazy, dude. It's like like a Mickey Mouse kind of style cartoony world, but it's like a horror game, and it's so crazy.
That's cool. And what's the catch with that one? Is there any like you said Epic Mickey? So is there like painting and stuff going on?
Well, no, like you have to some shit. It's like some stuff you have to go like looking through this like really crazy map like to go find. It's basically a big scavenger hunt. Like you'll have to go. it's a puzzle game. You'll have to go like power up a elevator or something, and you have to go look for batteries. And as you do that, jump scare, and it'll have you just do some really crazy stuff. And I don't know. I can't. It's hard to explain, but it's really awesome.
Cool. I'm psyched. I'm gonna check that out. Is that on Xbox Game Pass?
I believe it's on Xbox, but it's also on Steam. Like that's where I got it.
Okay, gotcha. Daniel, what are you thinking with the with gaming? Are you getting pumped for anything? Switch, Xbox, PC?
I don't have basically anything, so I don't really know. I do want to get a PS4 now for Spider-Man.
Okay, so everybody click the description down below. We're starting a GoFundMe for Daniel to get some sort of form of entertainment.
yes, let's get that.
The Get This Man an Xbox fund, please. Okay, gotcha. Is that something that you would be interested in though? Is it just like are you just not a huge gamer? Is it something you haven't been into, or are you just a busy guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I've just kind of been busy, but I do mean to get around to it eventually, like especially the Spider-Man game.
All right, yeah. Let's go to our quiz question for the end of the week. Dave Filoni from Star Wars, he's producing Star Wars Rebels, put Donald Faison in his show specifically because he loves the dude. So which actor would you put into your Star Wars show designed specifically after that actor? I hear giggling. Okay, and then like I said, 2 points if it comes with a cool name. So we're gonna start off with Gilbert, and then also actually real quick before I get going, somebody in the comments, somebody on Instagram, I'm gonna give a shout out to Darth Kimmy. They commented they would like a character designed after Scarlett Johansson in the Star Wars universe. So yeah, that's interesting. Totally. Yeah, I'm glad. See, thanks guys for chiming in, because I don't think any of us right here thought of that at all.
Yeah, I mean, who wouldn't want that?
Exactly. Okay, let's move on. I want to. Oh my God, Twilight. Scarlett Johansson. I got to stop talking. Gilbert.
Okay. I think I would go.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, I would go for a Kevin Smith character, and it would be, instead of, like we were talking about on Twitter about a rebel pilot, but I decided against that. I want him to be like a C-3PO, kind of like a droid, like a protocol droid, and his name would be SB0B.
Yeah.
If anyone gets that reference,
go ahead and explain it to us, because I just acted like I got the reference.
Yeah, that's from his like movies, and all the movies that he makes. The what's it called? Dogma, Chasing Amy, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and that's his character is Silent Bob.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Okay.
Well, okay, I knew that. Okay, that's where that was coming from. Gotcha. Okay, cool. So is the robot completely silent? What does he look like?
No, he would actually talk. It would be Kevin Smith like talking, but he would just be called SB0B.
Gotcha. Does he have the jersey on? Does he have some sort of like Star Wars hockey?
That'd be cool. Yeah, to have like an emblem or something on his chest or something.
That'd be rad. Like, yeah, Blackhawks jersey. So that's a great answer. I'm a huge Kevin Smith fan, that dude, and yeah, he loves Star Wars, so that could definitely be something that's feasible. Marshall, who are you adding into the world of Star Wars, Mr. Producer?
Well, I made a very detailed picture of this. Hopefully Gilbert can put it on screen now.
Oh boy,
I'm laughing so hard.
It's gonna be in the Obi-Wan movie. Okay, so Obi-Wan goes back to Kamino to investigate the clone facility, and there's no one else there except this lone Kaminoan, and he's greeted by Benedict Cumberbatch, and it's just a very tall Benedict Cumberbatch with his long face.
I really can't even.
And he's with
the pictures is so perfect.
Just with his British accent, like, hello, Obi-Wan. And then Obi-Wan's like, Benedict Cumberbatch. And then, well, that'll be in the outtakes, obviously. But
yeah.
But yeah, his name's actually Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah.
You're a god. I wanna. Okay, cool. You have a new job. You're making all my thumbnails for my Spider-Man videos. You're just gonna superimpose weird heads on weird bodies, actors on bodies and stuff.
I'm trying to get promotion from the voice actor that does one line to art director, and I think it's going pretty well.
I'm down. You're on board. You're doing my thumbnails for all my YouTube videos, so you're hired.
Thanks.
Right on. Okay, cool. Daniel, who are you going to add to our Star Wars universe?
Well, I was thinking having a Hut played by Jack Black. So I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what you'd call him. Jacko the Hutt. I don't know.
Jacko the Hutt.
Jacko
Yeah.
the- Oh, I like that.
So and then of course is this in a show? Is it in a movie? Is he doing the mocap? Is he doing the mocap for it? Because if so, I'm totally down.
Oh yeah, well it had. I mean, I think Huts don't really work as mocap, we know, but so a puppet, and yeah, you could do the voice, and it was, let's say, the TV show with the live action.
Right on. The live action show we're gonna.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. Everybody below, let's name this Hut. We need a Jack Black Hut name. And you know what? And also, I want to see him sing. He has to do a little
And Hutties.
Yeah.
in Hut's.
Longest time ago in Kickapoo.
Yes.
Okay, cool. It's a tough one this week. Okay. I swear to God, Marshall's not my favorite, but he wins this week. The Kevin Smith one I'm totally down with. I can imagine his voice and everything. You're gonna get a point, Daniel or Gilbert. We can't give them all to Marshall, but Marshall 2 points. You did the picture. You went all out for this. He did the picture, the name. He gave us a backstory. You're the winner for this week, Marshall, for sure.
All
Thank
right,
you.
fine. All right, he wins.
I appreciate that.
I know Marshall's a kiss up, but he wins. No. But maybe you guys at home think I'm unfair, so I'm gonna put it up on Twitter and give everybody a chance to vote on who they would like to see in the world of Star Wars. So I'm super pumped for that. All right, I think that's the end of the episode. Gilbert, thank you so much for being on. Do you got any plugs for any projects coming up?
No, I think I'm good.
Cool, right on. Thank you so much for being on the show. It's always a blast having you. You got to cut down another episode of the Fulcrum Report, but we appreciate you so much, and you're a great editor. And I can't wait to see more stuff from you on the comic experience.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
Right on, Gilbert. Thank you. Marshall, always a pleasure. Thank you so much for being on. You got to stop, man. You got to... No more of you.
No, thank you for having me as always. And before I was here for fun, but now I'm here to win.
It's
Okay, I see how it is.
that's I can imagine the poster. It's Marshall season 2. I'm back for revenge.
Like me as Thanos against all you guys, the Avengers.
Cool. Thank you, Marshall.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any projects?
Not at the moment, no. Just a few going slowly, but nothing yet.
Daniel, do you want to let everybody know a little bit about what I brought up to you? It looks like we are possibly going to go forward with it. It's a few months out from now, but Daniel, thank you so much for being on the show. And yeah, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, definitely. You've probably all heard the news of the comics that it's a miniseries. I think it's going to be like 30 issues or so. And
Yeah, the Age of Republic.
Yeah.
The Age of series. We talked about it here on the Fulcrum Report.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we are going to get on to adapting those as soon as we can. It says right here the first one releases in December. So yeah, we're going to get on those and hopefully release those as soon as we can after they come out.
As soon as they're birthed, we're gonna rip those out. I have taken the directorial position for the project. I'm super psyched for it. We're gonna crank them out, and it's gonna be super rad. And I haven't talked to you guys yet. I've been like keeping this a secret. So whoever's on board, Marshall, Gilbert, totally more than welcome. Marshall, of course, we need to get you on there.
Absolutely, yeah. I'd love more than one line.
Yeah. No,
No, I'm joking. I'm very grateful for the lines I've got.
no, absolutely. Yeah. No. So if you, I would love to get you on, Gilbert. I don't know if you want a cameo, if you want to help edit. Like I said, I want to put you on the spot. But
yeah,
like,
man,
totally.
I'm in. I mean, I'm gonna be working on here in a little while. Like as soon as I finish up with the Obi-Wan Anakin series, I'm gonna be working on the main series. So, but yeah, I'm down to help out with that as well.
Yeah, no, I think it'd just be something super neat. It's gonna lead straight into episode 9. I want to hop on it, and I think it's gonna be really cool. 30 issues of comics. We're already aware of some characters also that are gonna be on, so I'm planning on starting to do some pre-casting because I'm aware. You know, we got Qui-Gon, we got Darth Maul, we got blah blah blah. We have Palpatine confirmed, Grievous confirmed, Snoke confirmed. So I am thinking that we might start casting a couple ahead of time. If so, yeah. I'm super psyched though. That's gonna come out. Thank you so much, Daniel, for being on the show. I hope you're just as pumped as I am.
Yeah, and one more thing about that. For anyone listening, we're doing a little bit of recruiting right now. We need some more some editors and like directors because for some of our projects, and so we have that video. So watch that for the details. And if you're interested in joining the team, then consider auditioning. Show us what you can do.
Absolutely. Right on. I'm pumped for this, and I think it'll be something super neat, and I think we have a lot of great talented people here. And yeah, I'm gonna put this thing together. It's gonna be tight ship for everybody at home. I know you guys dig the voice dubbed comics here, and I think if we could schedule it perfectly, we're gonna coincide it right with the release of the comic, and then yeah, you'll be able to watch it like a show right up to the point of episode 9. I think it's gonna be super rad. So cool. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah, no, thanks for having me.
Cool, thank you. And I've been your co-host, Sebastian. You can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. You can follow all the guys here on Twitter and Instagram below. Thank you so much for listening to the Fulcrum Report. Please drop a like below on the channel. Subscribe to the channel. Hit the little bell notification so you know when new videos are coming out. And comment below. Twitter, Instagram. I just literally posted something today. You guys popped in. I got you on the show. So let's keep going, guys. Thank you so much. And Fulcrum Report out. Gotcha. Do you think, who knows, maybe the show's about him coming back to life and it's just like everybody hates Chris but with Tom Hiddleston and you just